just move on to the whole issue of voids of local authority housing, which is an absolute crime to have any local authority houses vacant at any point. And I'll cite my own constituency of Wicklow, where currently there's 145 local authority houses boarded up right across the county. Can I ask, in terms of figures overall for the state of local authority voids or boarded up houses, vacant council properties? Do we have
just in terms of the void figures, I'll ask Caroline to come in a moment, just to say that we don't count voids in terms of housing delivery, but we do fund, and we are very anxious to see those void units used. We provide significant funding in the last couple of years. There was stimulus funding about 2 years ago that was a blitz on a lot of that activity. Different local authorities have different approaches to voids. Some do a minimal refurb to get the unit in. Others do more extensive.
I'm just conscious of the time.
Caroline,
do we have an overall
Caroline,
figure?
if you can give an overall sense of the void, please.
So I can give you the target we have for our voids programme, which is 2,400.
Well, do we have a figure? How many are vacant, boarded up?
No, that's not a figure that the department collects. However, it is collected by the NOAC, and I think they give the figures for 2021. The proportion of local authority stock, just from memory, that is void is very small compared to the overall levels of local authority stock.
Okay, that's not the question I asked. It may be small, but to have 145 houses boarded up.
We will get it for you.
Okay, yeah, but it may be small, but you would appreciate, in the midst of a housing crisis, to have 145 local authority houses boarded up in one constituency is an absolute crime. And the local authority would say,
why we provide the funding.
Well, the local authority would say that, look, I mean, the reason why many of those houses are boarded up, some for over 2 years and more, is because of the lack of funding coming from central government. So can you give assurances that any requests coming in from local authorities to carry out pre-letting works on all local authority houses boarded up, that 100% funding on requests will be provided by the department?
Deputy, we're very anxious to fund voids. I can never say any request that comes in, but we are very anxious to spend the budget available to us.
Okay, well, look.
And sorry, I have detailed figures to answer your question here in front of me now. I won't take up your time by giving them all. Just the bottom line is, if we look at significant refurb programs or voids, which are not as significant, it's about 2,000 units in total. Now, some of those are significant refurbs, taking families out and putting them back in.
So 2,000 across the state.
It's about 2,000, which is about 1.5%.
Okay, well, I have a situation where, again, 145 in Wicklow, 2,000 across the state. When I engage with my local authority in Wicklow, they say they can only progress so far because of shortage of funding coming from central government. So you're saying you can't give assurances that requests coming in from Wicklow or any other local authorities for funding.
Yeah, we actually have been going out with additional funding. We have.
Okay, so
we're
all
very anxious
requests for funding are being met by local authorities.
We will always discuss voids with local authorities and try and fund.
Okay, discussing and giving assurances that all funding.
Look, no accounting officer comes in, Deputy, and gives an absolute assurance that any request that comes in will be dealt with. I can give you assurance that we're very interested in getting all of those units back into use.
Okay, as are there many hundreds of thousands across the state and in Wicklow as well. When again, in a housing crisis, to see houses boarded up for 2 years and more in some cases is an absolute disgrace. So I'd encourage you to engage with local authorities, particularly Wicklow in my case.